What's going on, guys? It's 2021, and we got a couple hours left, and then it will be 2022. So you guys know I couldn't let the year end without me doing a stream. So here I am. So check this out. Frosty is down and out. Sandy told me he stopped working. She's gonna try to return him. Like, you gonna try to return him? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna try to return him. Okay, whatever. But guys, it's actually 2021, the last day of the year, and it's not that cold in New Jersey. I'm outside with short sleeve shirts on. And yeah, but look, Amazon sent some packages. So we always got Amazon delivering packages like crazy because my wife's always ordering something. So let's grab these packages. And guys, remember, I'm the master of vlogging. I'm the guy that vlogs everything. So you guys who talk about streaming and all that stuff, and guys, this is what I do. This is my life. I'm living it. Josie, why are you always trying to be a part of this? Come on. You want to be seen? Come on. Say hi to the people. There you go. Look. That's you. All right. Anyway, so guys, I'm about to jump in and let's get this show started. But look, the Christmas tree, man, is over. Right? So let's get into this video and let's do it.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon. Well. If it isn't 2021, and we are about to say goodbye, but not good riddance. So, guys, we had a lot of awesome moments, and don't mind me, I'm trying to find my StreamYard so I could put the link because you guys know how I do. I want to invite some guests to join in, and word on the street is Mr. Urban World is joining in today. So I can't wait to see him jump on and we get to hear his voice for the first time and see his face. So there you guys go. I will pin it right here. If you want to join the show, jump on in. And I figure, you know what? Here, let me pull this down a little bit. I wanted, I did a stream on Christmas. I did a stream on Christmas Eve. How can I not do a stream today? So I got to get ready for my comedy show later on. My wife is spraying all these chemicals. I'm choking out here, and she's in the bathroom. I'm choking. But I shaved my head, but I didn't shave my face. But guys, I just wanted to hang out with you guys. Now, a year has gone by since the Stadia Bash Community Network was a thing. That's pretty awesome. Let me do this also. Spectre's been out and about, but I'll still send him the stream, and maybe he could get in if he's free. All right, so guys, it's been awesome. An awesome year for not just the SBC, but also for Stadia and for life. You know, it's been cool, man. We had some crazy stuff with COVID and all that, but we're all gamers. We still been able to game, and I think that's what's awesome. So hold on, as some people hit me, or as my brain hits me, and I think like, oh, how did I leave this person out? There we go. All right, cool. So let me get to the chat. You guys are in the building. We seen Holtz and Mr. Urban Roll is in here. Let me see. Let's make this show a good one as Mr. Urban Roll is leaving the community. Good riddance. What's going on? My guy, fans of gamers. And let's see, go down there. Thank you for streaming today. That was pretty cool. Happy New Year's. All right. Let's see. Oh man, the Goon Squad is in the building. Let's see. Said he was at the hospital at home. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear about your aunt not doing good. Let's see. Frosty's down, man. You know, but it's crazy thing is he got his use. Sandy got her use out of it because how crazy is it? She had him for the Christmas season, and now he's not doing good, or he's down or whatever, and now she want to return him. Let me see. Yeah, man, we could talk about that too, man. Bloody White just passed away today. So unfortunately about that, you know, that's man, I think someone said she was 17 days away from her 100th birthday. So, you know, wait, is Lisa Green one who said Sandy and Anthony like no, that's not Lisa Green. Nope. Remember, guys, you could jump in the show if you like. What is she saying? Mr. Urban Road will be joining the show momentarily to make his grand exit. All right. Cool. So now that I got through everything, what I'll do right now, guys, is I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this guy has probably been on stream with me more times than anyone else this year, maybe? Not this year. I think at the end of the year. But anyway, he's coming in red hot. The man that needs no introduction. The guy that goes from galaxy to galaxy to solar system to solar system. It's none other than your guy, my guy, Holtz.
Do you know what? I have to tune in because I seen you, Cowboy, with that T-shirt saying Avengers, and I was like, isn't that a great way to reflect Cowboys 2021? I was like, that's perfect. I was like, I have to drop in and say hi. And of course, you said Mr. Evanwell was going to join, so I thought to myself, this is a great time to pop in to see, you know, is he going to show his face? Who knows? It could be the magic, which he's saying in chat that he wants to leave. And I'm like, please, Mr. Evanwell, don't. We still need to know about VAR, AR. We still need to know about soda streams. Stay in chat. Join us. So.
I like how you did it. You said VAR.
Oh, VAR. Yeah, VR. Yeah.
VAR. You know what? I remember Mr. Urban actually left the community for a couple weeks, and it was my wife that pulled him back. She started writing him on Stadia Messenger, and he responded to her, and I texted him and everything. He wouldn't respond to me, and he responded to her, and then he came back. So thank you, Mr. Urban, for not leaving us high and dry.
Well, I say anyway, Mr. Urban World is one of the people I mentioned like years ago when the cloud community started. So he's a name that I also recognize in chat. So I know he's only joking. He'll be back for 2022.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. Definitely.
But anyway, Cowboy, I just came off Clive Illidan's Stadia Community Awards. How great was that? No presentation, great. Clive with his little suit, and you know the nominations and the voting and the community all getting together. I thought, oof,
dude, that was awesome. And man, talk about the donations. Whoa.
I was saying to my twin, he knows certain people that I speak to, and he's like, I was saying, wow, these donations is great because I know Clive's one of my favorite, maybe is the favorite.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite.
Once I seen these donations, I was like, well done. Who deserves it better but Clive?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying that, I don't know, for a very long time, and I never wavered. And yeah, man, he's my, you know why I like Clive so much is because his whole thing is he's educational. So you could watch his stream and learn something, right? He's entertaining. So you're gonna be laughing, he's gonna do something silly or whatever. He might pull Lord Kenzel on, right? And he's informative. So informative and doesn't mean the same as, oh, you're definitely educational, right? Educational is meant to teach you something. Being informative is just meant to update you on things, right? So he could update you on stuff you already heard. Like maybe I already know what the pro games are going to be, but maybe he's going to just put it out there in a way that's very informative.
But to me, with his humour work with Lord Kenzel and actually Clive Illingham, one of my favourite things in 2021 is when he was like, I'm going to leave Stadia on Twitter. Bye. Okay. See you later. No, I'm
Yeah,
going now. Well, okay. Bye. No, I
yeah.
really am. Don't you care? And it's like, oh, okay. If you have to leave, then bye. And I thought that was so great. And then he done the Stadia family. And I just remember being in stitches watching it.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But we're going to hold that thought because coming in red hot as well, the man who did the most recent SBC stream today is none other than Fans Are Gamers, Brandon, Stadia USA. I think he got more names than me. I can't remember them all. And he got more drama than I do, but it's Brandon.
Hello.
Always
up,
a pleasure, Brendan, man.
Yeah.
So let me say this. So Brandon, we're just talking about 2021, man. You know, tomorrow's 2022. I think it was a good year for Stadia. Like, I think some of the naysayers, the one credit I could give them is if they stick to it and say, well, you know what? There were certain 2020 games that didn't return in 2021. And fine, you can say that. But outside of that, I think they had a good year. I think they had some good games. Me personally, I think as a whole, that 2021 wasn't a great year for games altogether. But you know what it did for me? It made me appreciate indie games more. So I typically be like, indie games, huh? But because it wasn't that many stars and stripes of the AAA games, it allowed me to actually give some indie games a chance. And dude, Wavetail wowed me. Look at Chorus. You know, it's just a bunch. I mean, I now after today's show with Clive, I was like, all right, man, I gotta finally buy Young Soul. I've been on the fence for too long. But so what do you guys think about that as far as this year in games? Do you feel like this year in games wasn't star-studded like other years? And what do you think about indie games
Well,
this
when
year?
I started in 2020, I remember requesting these titles, and they actually did come, and I did purchase them, and I really did enjoy them. And it was at the end of the Game of the Year award, like what game would win the most. And I remember seeing the chart, and I was like, "Oh, what could win?" And it had like 50 titles, which is great that they actually had the range to represent them 50 titles.
Right.
And in the end, it was Resident Evil. I was like, "Well, why not Resident Evil?" You said, I said, a lot of people said Resident Evil was going to win. And I thought of what a great game to be representative. And going forward, maybe Capcom should look at Stadia by going, there is love there. Let's bring Resident Evil 4 remastered next year. Let's bring Street Fighter, and let's see if they could bring other Resident Evils, Resident Evil 2 remastered, Resident Evil 3 remastered. So let's just see if we've sort of give a little nudge to Capcom to say, we will buy your games if you bring it to us. On the indie front, of course, you know, I love like a Little Nightmares. That was my vote and stuff like that. And I'm happy that it gives diversity to the gamers, but I'm not really an indie title unless it sort of grabs my attention.
Yeah.
But I know when I watched, you know, John Scott, he was just amazing the way he was speaking about like Lost Souls and stuff like that. He made me want to play more of the indie titles.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I got the climax calling me right now. Hold on, guys. You know, Holtz, take over this show because this guy is driving me crazy.
So when I saw all this, it was just amazing that to see that other people was enthusiastic and the chat was live and we were all talking about the games that we agreed and disagreed to. And it doesn't, I mean, me, I'm more of like an RPG gamer. And hearing just the list of games getting rolled off, I was like, wow, Stadia's done well. Next category, they rolled off more. And some of them could have been Stadia exclusive or Times exclusive. And you thought to myself, or us, that, wow, Stadia's actually done great in 2021 with its restrictions in the gaming community. So,
Yeah, me too. I think what 102 or 200 games next year. You think?
Do you know what? They can drop the. I want them to give us who they're working with, and I want to see who the partnership with is or what type of games we're going to get. But even if he just teases with 100, 200 games, that's enough for me to actually start thinking, what is actually going to come? And I started 2020, I started 2021 exactly the same. Oh, well, Stadia better buckle up, and they've not disappointed the last 2 years. So I've got full faith in 2022 that they're just going to grow and expand with bigger and better games.
Number one podcast is going to be coming next week or a few weeks. Stadia Unleash. Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Shout it out.
22.
So you're coming up with a new podcast called Stadia Unleashed. I love the name.
That's YouTube, right? Yeah, it's YouTube.
Do you know what? We all should pay Brandon just to come up with names, and we all should pay him just to come up with titles, and you'll be a big, huge success.
He's cranking them out, so.
And then playing music, what I want.
Yeah, I mean, you play whatever music you want, and like you said, you end up getting a guy to let you keep the music, which is kind of cool.
I hope 2K comes back next year and gives us the wrestling game, the basketball game, and that new NFL game that's coming out. 2K NFL 2K.
Oh, they're making an okay. I didn't know that.
It's an arcade. That's a big one that's going after Madden.
Nice. So yeah, I'm with you. I personally am a wrestling fan, and so I would love for WWE 2K22 to come. Matter of fact, they are in January next month. They're gonna have they made an announcement a couple months ago that they will have more info on the game next month. So they're gonna do a big announcement of the game. I just seen something that said there's a rumor that it's gonna be 60 frames per second. Which I'm sure it would. I didn't even think about it. Like, oh, wrestling, I guess, was never 60 frames per second. Didn't even think about it. I've been playing wrestling games my whole life. So that just shows, like, when I've seen the little snippet today, like a rumor, it's going to be 60 frames. I'm like, oh, I never even thought what frames the wrestling games were. I just loved them. So didn't even, But let me say one thing, though. You guys are watching and listening because I got to keep it real. So don't hate me, guys. But I was a little out of touch with Cyberpunk winning best ongoing game. I'm like, what? That's not an ongoing game. That game they just update the bugs. But what roadmap? Like, I know when it first came out, they had a lot of plans for it, but they never released the multiplayer. As far as I know, they never did anything. Is that shouldn't even be and a bunch of people wrote the same thing. It wasn't just me. So as far, and Ray was like, yeah, because he loves that game. But I was like, no, that shouldn't have been on the list. But people voted, so I guess, hey, but that's, yeah.
It was bad. It was bad when they came out.
Well, a lot of people loved it on Stadia. I mean, if they come out with the multiplayer that was said to come out, maybe I would get it. I guess I wanted it to be more and more futuristic. So when I see people play it, and Ray and Will told me about it, you just don't see it as futuristic, I guess, as I would want. But it does look cool as far as it's like a Grand Theft Auto it's like a first-person Grand Theft Auto with futuristic stuff to a point. You could drive like everywhere, run around and steal cars and do crazy stuff. So, Holt, you still there?
Yeah, I was actually just Googling there just in case something caught me off guard for 2022, right? And I just seen Marvel's second, what's it called?
Which one?
The second, it's not Second Son. That's
Oh, you're talking about no,
the new movie?
No, it's a new game. It's called something Sun.
Midnight Sun. Midnight Suns. That I was thinking of, and I thought I'd just seen it then on Google because I typed upcoming games and I was like, okay, I know about Avatar, I know about like Life is Strange, I know about this one, and it just said Midnight Sun. I was like, wait there, is that being confirmed for Stadia? Because this is a title that I really want to go to Stadia, and I've just checked the news feed, it hasn't been confirmed, but I'm like, is that sort of little tease? So And I don't get me hope up, but that's a game that I really want to come.
Yeah, but
Bring more Marvel games.
isn't that a card game?
No.
When I seen the trailer for it, I was like, okay, I need to see gameplay. When I seen the gameplay, I was like, I don't really care about a card game. But yeah, look
But
up the gameplay trailer.
even the state, like the title saying like Marvel, you don't care that a franchise like whoever produced this Marvel
So
game, 2K, come to
that's why
Stadia.
so that's why I always ask two questions. One, what game would you want to come to Stadia for you, selfishly? And two, what game would you want to come to Stadia to benefit Stadia? So any games coming to Stadia is a benefit. So yeah, big Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, Pokemon, anything with a big name is a benefit to Stadia. But me personally, I seen the gameplay. When I seen the gameplay, I was like,
well, of course, to me, a big push was by Square Enix coming to cloud. So if they ever announced that, like Forspoken or Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins came, I would absolutely do backflips.
I thought Forspoken was a PlayStation exclusive.
No, but it's also PC and stuff like that. I mean, when you use the word PC PlayStation console exclusive, doesn't mean it's not going to PC, and that also means it's not going to cloud. So there's fingers crossed. And to me, when I'm safe for spoken, it doesn't mean day and date. It means that they could bring it 6 months later, and I'll still be impressed.
Yeah, because it seemed like PlayStation and Xbox. And what's going on, Goon? Thanks for jumping in.
What's up?
It seems like PlayStation and Xbox, their exclusives sometimes would be, we'll make a game only for PlayStation, but you can play it on PC. We'll make a game only for Xbox, but you can play it on PC. So, which is cool, I guess, for the PC crowd, But I don't feel like if PC gets it, and if it's only PlayStation and PC gets it, I don't even feel like the door is open for cloud.
Well, I've seen gamers say, I'm not going to play God of War. I'm not going to play Last of Us. I'm not going to play Final Fantasy 7 or I'm not going to play Monster Hunter Rise until it comes to PC. And then when it comes to PC, it's not that much different, but they do backflips. And you go, see, this means something. So to us, if we had that same frame of mind, it's like, okay, we'll get it out to the consoles that need it first, and then you can bring it to Stadia. And of course, once it's in the clouds, I'll be doing backflips even if it came 6 to 12 months later.
So I'm just going to be honest. So the second part of my question, when I ask people, yes, I will be happy that Stadia gets it. But me personally, I probably won't, like some of these games I won't play. And so I'm just not enthusiastic or excited at all. But I would be excited that Stadia as a platform get it. But me personally, I'm like, don't really care. But Forspoken looks really cool. And so
well, see, another one that I've got a problem with is that when did Ubisoft become a dirty word in cloud? It just seems that, like, you can say Avatar, Extraction, blah, 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 and it becomes a dirty word. And then when it comes onto a certain platform, they go, oh, yeah, we've got Assassin's Creed 3 remastered. And it's like, okay, why are we diluting something that has brought happiness to gamers over the years? We should be praising Ubisoft for investing into cloud.
This is what I don't like. You'll hear people say, oh, what games does Stadia have? Oh, wait, Far Cry 6. But take that out of there. Why? What do you mean take it out of there? Why? Like, that's not cool.
But see, to me, I wanted on the awards that maybe we could have a game like Far Cry 6 to win, so it actually raises all cloud platforms. Not saying that I'm actually belittling Capcom's Resident Evil Village. I just thought that maybe we could actually say, oh, look, Stadia does have the games that everyone else is praising.
Yeah, and I actually wanted Far Cry, or I thought Far Cry 6 was going to win. Not that I wanted it because I didn't even play it, but I was saying it months ago that, man, it looks so compelling from the trailer, and I got a feeling that's going to win Game of the Year. And I never played a Far Cry game before when they first announced that. But it would have been cool to win. I'm a big fan of Resident Evil. I still didn't finish Village, but so it's cool for me that Resident Evil won the Stadia Awards that Clive did. And it was cool that it was also a nominee for Game of the Year in the actual like Game of the Year award. So that was cool. And that's on Stadia. So
Oh, he did that today?
Yeah. It just ended.
I was at the hospital, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch it back when you get a chance. You know what? It was cool. It wasn't really long. They kind of like they went on, they didn't drag anything out. It's a good watch.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, check it out. Thought it was
I
pretty
don't
cool.
know. Well, the game I want is Guardians of the Galaxy. I want it on Stadia.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people was into Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I hear people say that was so cool, you know? Man.
Oh God.
What will I do without Mr. Aurora as my villain? But guys, here's what's cool. The Climax and I, we're actually gonna do a stream together. So we're gonna do a stream right after this stream. So which is gonna be kind of cool. But bringing in now, Tommy Pickles. You're a funny guy, man.
I try to be.
Funny guy. Brandon, you know who Tommy Pickles is?
No, I don't think so.
You remember the Rugrats?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh, that's funny.
But I won't tell you why he put his name as Tommy Pickles. I'll leave that alone. Anyways, yeah. So let me ask you, Tommy Pickles. You actually dabbled into Stadia for a little bit the beginning of this year. Oh, and then he's gone. All right. Anyway, so, oh look, my guy Jack is in the building. So Hope makes a great point about not discontinuing Ubisoft. Cheer them for their. Yeah, I mean, dude, I remember I did my video talking about real highly over Ubisoft, and I said in the history of me playing video games my whole life, which company had 5 AAA games in a calendar year? And I wasn't even including Riders Republic and Far Cry 6. This was backing up, and they had the Division 2. They had Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They had Immortal Phoenix Rising. They had Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I am missing. I can't think of the 5th one, but yeah. So it's like, wow, think about it. Which company, which video game studio had ever done 5 games? That was pretty compelling. Matter of fact, let me I could look at the thumbnail.
EA, right? No.
Not in 1 year, man. Not in 1 year. I mean, maybe if you consider sports games, you could say, okay, well, they came out with well, not even. I don't know. That's definitely something to look up. Definitely something to look up. Now I want to know which game was it.
So Ubisoft did this? That'd be good.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just gave you 4, and I'm drawing a blank on the 5th one. If any of you guys know the 5th one, let me know.
Oh, Ubisoft games?
Yeah.
My head's blank. Oh, Just Dance.
Was it Just Dance, Rayman Legends, Assassin's Creed? It doesn't matter.
No, because Rayman Legends is pretty old. So what I said is, which company other than the Ubisoft you could think of came out in a 1 calendar year? They had 5 AAA titles that was released. I remember. I'll tell you.
I'm a Bandai Namco type of guy. So of course, like the Dragon Ball Z's or the anime and stuff like that, or the Paw Patrols, they're all Bandai Namco. So they brought a lot to Stadia.
No, I was saying, when you was gone, because Jack said, he said, host make a great point about not discontinuing Ubisoft. Cheers to them for their support. And I said, I made my video and I was saying in the history of me being a gamer, I can't think of one company that had, I won't even say developed, but had published 5 AAA games in 1 year. And so now it just hit me. So they had the Division 2. They had, I'll throw this in there now. So the Division 2, Watchdog Legions, they had Immortal Phoenix Rising, they had Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. All 5 of those games came out within a year.
Do you know what my problem is with people who say like they shun Ubisoft? If Ubisoft never came to the cloud, we would be the first people to actually say, where is Ubisoft?
Exactly.
They have supported it so well, and then a lot of people's like, oh, it's only Ubisoft games. But these are system sellers that push next gen. They've been there over the last decade plus. They're established franchises, and they sell millions. So I'm like, why is everyone laughing about it? And it's like, we should be looking at Ubisoft as inspiration. I know Square Enix said that they're supporting cloud, which is a good, thumbs up to them because they've brought games. But other people should actually be following suit. I understand they actually step back a little bit to see what's happening, but then they should actually start now pushing forward.
I agree. Now,
like EA Play.
So let me say what's up to Tommy Pickles. He's back, and Spectre's in the building. What's going on, guys?
What's up? What's up, everybody?
Well, then, how can we have a party, right, without the penny dropper? The climax.
Wow.
The climax. What's up?
Climax. What's up?
So, guys, this
that's a bad name to call him the
question
penny
for Jamie
dropper.
Reed. He said, "What do y'all think?" Oh wait, is that it? Yeah, the best. Yeah, okay. So, what do we think about the best racing game on Stadia?
I'll say, man. So, would you count Republic as a racing game?
What? Oh, Riders Republic?
Yeah, would you count that?
Yeah. How could it not be? What?
Then that's my pick.
Okay.
That's my pick right there.
So,
I think Formula One.
Formula One? Okay. Clive did his thing, and the best game, the one was Wreckfest. And at first I was like, Wreckfest, because every time I play it or see people play it, they're just only doing the Destruction Derby mode. But it is a racing game also. So when you think about it, that game is a racing game, but it gives you so much more than just racing. So that's still that game itself.
We've said this before, Cowboy, that we love the chaos.
Oh, go ahead.
We love the chaos and destruction narration. So it doesn't matter if it's like, Destruction Derby or the names that we just mentioned. I will go through the finish line like Burnout style and actually beat the crap out of everyone. And if I cross the finish line with one broken axle, one wheel, win the frame, it's still fun. So that's the type of games that I love, because I remember going back in the Destruction Derby days, that is how I used to play. So,
So I'm going to I think I'm going to go with so here's what I like in racing games. I like when you have NOS, some type of speed boost. Rewinding time is a cool touch. And I feel like for me, Riders Republic. Okay, so let me say this. When I played Forza on Xbox, it was really cool. It looked great, but I was like, it feels just like Riders Republic, but with vehicles. So then I stopped playing it and went right to Riders, and I was like, hey, you know what? It's an open world game, and you got to ride and find your races. But Riders got so many different vehicles, and then when you could just fly up in the air, like if you was Iron Man and explore. So yeah, I would definitely have to lead with Riders for me. And Brandon said F1. And what are you, Holtz? What are you leaning to?
Out of choices, I would actually say I'm a big Grid fan, so I'd say Grid 5.
Okay.
Even though part of me gets frustrated that it's got no rewinds and you go off track, and I sort of drop down a few positions. It still is a lovely game that performs well on Stadia.
I gotta get going. I gotta go back to the hospital. So, go see my aunt. Something bad happened. So I'm sorry for this.
Not a problem, man.
Brandon, man, I'll see you in 2022. Have a good new year and hope all the best.
Happy New Year, guys.
Spectre, what's your favorite racing game for Stadia?
I would have to say Wreckfest. I like Destruction. That's it. Nothing much I could say.
This dude came straight out with it. Destruction.
Let me see. Jack said, I could tell you that Riders Republic, Dirt 5, and Wreckfest were all above 30% of the vote. Wow.
I'm surprised no one mentioned Crew 2.
Oh, that one too is good.
You know what? My issue with the Crew 2 is whenever I play it, see, this is also, I guess, my issue with these open world games. I had this issue with Riders at first too. It's open world, and I'm a traditional racer where I just want to race. So the Crew 2, you start off, you're just driving around town. I'm like, I get lost. I'm like, can I just get a race? And they make you do all this stuff in the beginning before you even start racing. So, but the Crew 2 seems cool because you got boats and planes and cars, But I just think it takes a bit to get into and figure out where you got to go to race and start your race, and that stuff slows the game around for me. You know,
I love the way Cowboy says he just wants to race. It's a normal racing game, but his favorite one is Split Second, and he's like, "I'll destroy the whole track if I
okay,
have to."
this is true, but that meaning so start to finish. We all start your engines, we drive, and listen, buildings and all that fall, but you're still trying to get to the finish line. You know what I mean? But I will say this though, my favorite is something where you can have rockets and like a Mario Kart. So I'm actually excited, and I can't wait for the Fast and Furious game to come to Stadia because that is coming. I actually wrote Outright Games on Twitter, and they said it's coming soon. But dude, I don't even care what game it is. It could be Garfield or something, or that Sonic racing game. But just to have a game on Stadia where we could race and shoot like a Mario Kart, shoot rockets and blow each other up. I love that stuff.
What about Twisted Metal, bro?
Twisted
That'd be
Metal
nice.
wasn't a racing game, but it was
Oof.
definitely
I
up.
know, but
I
like,
do
you
love
know what I'm
Twisted
saying?
Metal.
I was a big
That'd
fan.
be. I guess Twisted Metal is more like a monster truck derby type thing.
I
It
don't
was like
know.
a battle. It's like a battle royale, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Last one
Yeah,
stands.
yeah.
Rockets label.
So
Yeah.
like Wreckfest all over again,
But
but with
rockets,
missiles.
man,
Yeah, but with missiles. You know, I think that racing. I'm not really into racing games, but
Jers.
you
What's
know,
up, Jersey?
what up, Jersey?
Let me say something real quick. Jers,
Go
if
for
you
it.
want to jump in, man, we're just closing out the year, talking about 2021. I know you're mainly a PlayStation guy, but if you want to jump in, have a quick conversation with us. This isn't going to be a long stream because Suave and I are going to do a stream together on his channel. You want to talk about it a little bit, man?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a PlayStation guy
Yeah,
jumping in because
so
I'm also a big PlayStation guy as well. So
I am in my heart of hearts. So Jers, jump in if you're free, man. Let's talk about some games all together. We just mentioned Forspoken. So, but go ahead, Suave. Could you give it, give us a little?
I was gonna say, man, on the next green light, anyone's willing to be a guest on it. You know, if you want to come and talk, we talking about the next year. You know, you're more than welcome to come over and be a part of the show, or be in the chat, either or. But it's a good chat. You know, just it's gonna be short, or depending on how the conversation is going. When it starts dying out, we'll end it.
yeah, you say it's short. Paul Suave was there yesterday on the Sandy and Anthony show. He only thought it was half an hour. He went for 2 hours.
Yeah, right.
But look,
Hold on.
that was a topic. That was a topic that had people going.
Yeah, but that's how my shows go. Suave is really good with time. Suave be like, we got 3 seconds left. Like, it's only a 15-minute show. Oh well, we're shutting it down. 15 minutes.
Yep.
But what Suave didn't say was we're actually just talking about New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. So it's not gaming related. This is actually just your resolutions and stuff like that.
So
Jack, man, why don't you jump in if you're free, man?
What's going on, Jack? It's titled New Year's Liars. So everyone always they put these New Year resolutions, but we're gonna talk about it.
That's a good one, man, because I seen Cowboy and Jeff speaking about intermittent fasting the other day, and I'm like, oh, I could do 20 hours and 4 hours, 20 hours off and 4 hours eating, and I just fail miserably. So I'm a liar in that sense. So,
well, we're gonna get into it on Suave's stream right after this, so that's gonna be cool. Let me see. What is Mr. Urban talking about? Mr. Urban, when are you coming on, man? Everybody's waiting for your reveal.
You know, I've came here on this show to be like Mr. Urban World's cheerleader. I'm ready here to cheer, pom-poms going. I'm waiting for this face reveal.
Come on. Wait. If you're waiting for his face reveal, when are you waiting for Spectre's face reveal?
Well, I must say, I am working on a project regarding that, so...
Have you heard this? He's waiting for the project. He's going to CGI himself on screen.
Well, without spoiling anything, it's going to be like a short film series. It's going to lead up to it, so...
Tommy Pickles is back.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
I mean, I would love that if Spectre came in, like, James Bond tux. He came in the Spectre scene, and he had no time to stream.
Yeah.
That would be cool. All right, so let's do this, guys. This is 2021, about to be out of here. So I'm gonna ask this question I asked a bunch of times, but I'm gonna ask it today. This will be a final answer, at least on my stream, unless somebody else bring this up. So, guys, 2 questions. What game selfishly would you want to come to Stadia for you? All right. Now, this could be a game that's already been out. This could be a game that's coming out, that was announced. And this could even be a future game that was never announced. Like Suave might say, man, if they ever made a new Twisted Metal, I would love for it to come to Stadia. So the first question is, what game selfishly you want to come to Stadia for you? And then the second one is, what game would you want to come to Stadia that would benefit the platform? Like, it would be a good look for people to be like, oh, Stadia got that? So who want to jump in there first? All right, so I'll go first.
Everyone's going quiet. Got outside lights. I mentioned it before. I really want Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins by Square Enix, because I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. And I remember when Stadia first came out, they teased me with Final Fantasy 15, and I jumped in and I played over 100 hours of this game, and it ran flawless. So if I could actually have a game that was once again promoted by one of my favorite publishers and franchise, it's got to be this game. So
which Final Fantasy is that?
This one is sort of it's a spin-off. It's from it's a Final Fantasy, but it's called Stranger of Paradise. So it's by Square Enix. I don't know if it's gonna lead into like what you see in Final Fantasies, or it's gonna be a spin-off like the world of Final Fantasies. Now,
is this out already, or is it coming out?
No, it's coming out, and it's gonna be. It's of course you're gonna have moggles and chocobos and sort of. It's gonna draw to the lore of Final Fantasy, what fans could love. But of course, just seeing Square Enix bring this to Stadia means that they support it heavily, and of course, it's a franchise that I love.
Okay, so then let's go to you, Suave. Now, so we'll go the second question after we all do the first question. So this is selfishly, what one game would you want to come for you?
So actually, this is a game that I've been waiting for to come to Stadia for the longest time when I got on Stadia.
Okay.
I've been on Stadia from the beginning, and I always said, man, I can't wait. I wish this game would come to Stadia and everything. And it's actually coming to Stadia. So World War Z is my game, and it's actually coming to Stadia, and it is a dream come true. Now, with that, I would love for Mr. Everywhere, because I saw his comment earlier, I would love for him to get that game as well on Stadia and try to beat me in World War Z kills, because that would be a challenge for him, sir.
Nice. Well, you do got a head start. You was a big fan of that game. You did many builds, so I mean,
bro, I was number 1 for the long time, like in the world, like on the leaderboard. I was number 1. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna definitely be, good at that, when it comes out.
Yeah. So you think he's gonna be able to beat you, and you were number 1 in the world?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Spectre, what game would you like to come to Stadia selfishly?
Well, I really, really, really want Back for Blood, because I'm a huge Left 4 Dead fan. But World War Z is also a good game too, that I'm actually that's on my radar too. So that will help until they release that game on Stadia, if they ever do. But a game that I think would help the platform would have to be GTA 5, because it's still, a lot of people still play that, and not too long ago it went for free on PC on Epic Games, and it crashed the whole store, because everybody was trying to just claim the game for free for that one day. So there's still huge demand on that.
That's pretty good. All right, I'll jump in there. And that was cool. You gave me your second answer. Man, so what game would I want that's not on here? Selfishly, I want it to be. You know what? I'll say this. WWE 2K22. I was gonna say Tekken. I was gonna say Tekken 7, but maybe they might be getting getting around to making a Tekken 8, and so then I'll be kind of mad if they brought a Tekken 7 and Tekken 8 came out. But yeah, man, up and coming is WWE 2K 2022, and I would love, please, Stadia, please make it happen, dude. I was such a big fan of wrestling games. I'll start a whole wrestling league. I'll start a wrestling show. I'll keep track of who got the title, who's the champion. Of course, I'm always gonna beat everybody, but it's good. Like you said, how good you was in World War Z. I would love to have a leaderboard. Everybody's waiting each week. It'd be like a show. Oh man, I want to see if I could beat the all-purpose champ. And I give people title shots. I got to make people listen. I make a fatal four-way. If you guys win, then you get to go against me. I'm telling you, I've been dreaming this, man. It'll be an epic thing for me personally and for my channel, because I would make it crazy, and for the state community. And I guess I'll just jump on like Spectre did, and I'll say the last question, and then we can get Tommy Pickles. Man, that Grand Theft Auto was a good point. And I'm thinking, what I'll say is this: if you know how Ubisoft is on board and pretty much any new game, you just figure it's going to be on Stadia. I would like for Activision to be like that with Stadia, that you just knew every Call of Duty was coming. Some Call of Duties aren't as popular as the next, but Call of Duty is one of the most massive franchises of games. You know they're going to make a ton of money. You know, they're super popular. I would love for Activision to be on board, just like Ubisoft. That would be amazing for the Stadia. So
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I've been having problems for the last 10 minutes. Like, it wouldn't let me come in here. That's why I kept coming in and out. I'm sorry about that.
No, listen, this is a pop in and pop out thing. So if you got to go, just hey man, I got to go. It's all good. But what about you? What I know you had Stadia for a little bit, and then maybe it didn't have all the games you like. You play a lot of Resident Evils. They got some Resident Evils. So what's one game that you would love for Stadia to get that they don't have that you like to play or you would like to play?
It would probably be Resident Evil and Tomb Raider. Being honest with you, because I basically play Resident Evil.
All right, so newsflash, they got all the Tomb Raiders on here. Just so you know.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do.
I
they
didn't
got
know
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so that's the cool thing. And they got Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village. But I do know you do play the other ones as well. So your Resident Evil could be your answer. That's cool. So pretty much if they just said, look, we're going to get all the Resident Evils, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah, all right. And then what about what's one game you think that could come, or a franchise or something that would benefit the Stadia as a platform? Like you could love the game or you might not love the game, and it could still be Resident Evil if you want that to be. But what would you say?
It would either be Call of Duty or the Madden franchise, because the Madden's a big, or maybe 2K22 too, because I just bought it last night. It's not a bad game.
Which one? Which 2K? The basketball?
The new one. Yeah, the 22. I just brought it.
Nice. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they did have 2K 2021, but they didn't get 2022. So a lot of people did want that to come. So that's a good shout out. Holtz, what game would you want to come?
Of course, this is going to pick up Stadia, and the marketing has to be absolutely perfect for this, because there's a new Batman movie coming out in 2022.
Oh, can't wait.
So we definitely need to get behind the marketing to bring Gotham Knights. Now, that is not just the only movie by Warner Brothers that I actually want. We've got Fantastic Beasts 3 that they definitely need to push on Stadia, Hogwarts Legacy. If they can work in conjunction with these studios to bring these games, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will want to play Batman and Harry Potter. Not Harry Potter, Wizards of the Harry Potter world. We'll all lose our heads in the cloud. So that's, to me, what I actually want to see.
Imagine if Stadia brought all them old Batman games back from back in the day till now. That would be, I don't know, that would blow up so much. Because I was a big Batman fan too. And I played all them games back in the day too. Imagine if they came now. Would you play them, Cowboy, if they came?
No, I wouldn't. It's just me. I'm kind of like a move
And
on.
that's the problem, isn't it? We don't want the old games, we want the new ones. So
Yeah.
as I was saying, is
Yeah.
Stage has to promote with the studios, the
Well,
film studios, to promote these games, not
here's
the
the
old
thing.
games, the new ones.
Stadia typically have a lot of people who find reasons to dislike it, right? If they got just a plethora of old Batman games and then there was a new one that came out, the narrative would be like they can't get the new one. How did they get deals for the old one? You can't get the deals. So I think one of the things that Hope said that was awesome. He started off by saying the marketing would have to be good. And I think if they got old Batman games and not a new Batman game, then people are going to take that and just spin it in a spiral hole. But let me get the climax. Climax, what game would you want to come? Not necessarily that you want it, but just that it would benefit the Stadia as a whole.
I really hate to admit this, man. Now I'm not a
So
a
Windstar,
PvP. Say what now? Oh,
how's
what
it?
up, Winstar? I'm not a PvP player, but I do know that now gaming is all about, you know, the PvP thing and going against people and all that stuff. I agree with you, Cowboy. The Call of Duty. You know, I agree with you. I hate to admit it. I would even say, what's that game that a lot of people are playing, but I don't think it'll benefit Stadia. I think it'll be a good add-on. What's that one? It's not. It's a battle royale
Yeah, you're
game.
talking about it's in a Titanfall universe. What is that called?
No.
Apex Legends?
No. I'm talking about the one with
Like
all the
Warzone.
funny
Warzone.
characters and
Oh, you're
all
talking
that.
about Fortnite. Fortnite.
Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll. I think it would add on
Right.
to making Stadia look good, but I definitely agree with you when you said Call of Duty would
Yeah.
definitely, you know, it would add more people
Here's my
because, you
Oh,
know,
sorry.
yeah, I was just gonna say that, you know, the graphics on Stadia looks great. It looks wonderful, and those type of games, it would be great. And just FYI, this is T, sweet T. Just, you know, FYI. Hold on, let me take this call. My
Yeah,
wife
go ahead.
calling.
I
So,
think
Cowboy, what if the Sonic games came over? What do you think about that? Like, if they brought all the old Sonic games over to there?
I'm just for me. So again, so it's two answers for me and then for Stadia. Me personally, I know some people that like. Well, okay, so I know some people that love Sonic. Um, I don't know, man. I'm a move forward guy. I'm not gonna be playing an old Sonic game for maybe more than 10 minutes. Probably, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, they got Sonic." And I'm gonna
Of
play a
course.
couple stages. I'm gonna be like, "All right, so
Of course, Cowboy, it's like, how can you get excited for Sonic? I mean, we have the Sonic movie coming out literally in a few months, and then we've got Sonic Frontiers come at the end of the year. How can you be excited for past
True.
Sonic games?
True.
It's like, you don't want to go back, you want to go forward.
yeah, no, yeah, man. I mean, I know retro games are getting popular, but yeah, man. It's all so gaming is all. So when we get excited for gaming, think about it. People get excited for E3 because you know they're gonna show all the new games. You don't have an E3 and be like, let's see what old games, you know. So I think, and I'm only saying this because Stadia as a platform is new and it needs to continue to flourish. So we don't want again, and this is something we're saying, Tommy Pickles, if that is your real name, because we're in the Stadia community, so we know the ridicule we get. So we're hypersensitive to when we talk about games, what we like, I don't know. Because even Fortnite, as big as it is, Fortnite is popular to a certain specific group, right? But Fortnite's on everything. And I feel like eventually, if Fortnite came to Stadia, they'd be like, I mean, everybody got Fortnite. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
special anymore.
Yeah, that's why I
Cowboy,
said what I said. Like Fortnite would be a good add-on,
Yes.
but not the, you know what I'm saying? And also, I wouldn't even say, not to interrupt. I'm sorry, Cowboy. Not to interrupt. But
You interrupt the host, not me.
oh, I'm sorry, host. But I wanted to add
it's all
on
right, man.
to Tommy. So Tommy, what I will think that would be good, and this is just my personal opinion on Stadia that makes it look good as a good add-on, but not, you know, because you're talking about old games. I would think if they added all the Resident Evils If they added all the Resident Evils
That's
on
what he
there,
said. Yeah, and that's what he said.
okay. I thought he said another game. Like
No,
I
he
said
said
Call of Duty and Resident Evil.
Yeah, his
Okay.
personal pick was Resident Evil. Yeah.
Okay,
Well-
but all of them, like even if they did just the top, I would say Operation Raccoon City, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 5, and Resident Evil 4. If they added those, I think that'll be a good.
You know what?
No, Suave, we need Resident Evil 2, 3 remastered, and 4 remasters. We need to go.
I don't think so.
No,
I just
no.
disagree
I think
with that.
No one
right.
cares. No one cares about 5 and 6.
Yeah,
right?
and 5 and 6 wasn't that popular. I think Holtz is right. So I'm a Resident Evil fan.
I wouldn't say that.
And people
Go
just
ahead.
those games wasn't that popular. I think Holtz is right. Resident Evil remakes, they need to just bring the remakes are popular. The remakes was considered great. Like people was really, even my wife. I had GameFly Resident Evil 1 remake. Remember they remastered it or remade it for the GameCube, and then it came on PlayStation, blah blah blah. So I was playing that with my wife, and she was like, because it's so dated. It feel like back in the day when you turn right. But Resident Evil 2 remake, she's like, oh man, she's into it. Those remakes, they were good because they remade them for a newer generation.
Well, I can't believe that when Stadia got Resident Evil Village and the likes of like FIFA 22. 2 seconds, my Alexa's gone off.
Well, let me say this real quick. Mr. Urbanro said Dying Light. That's a good shout out.
I didn't like that game.
Yeah. So I was going to say then, sorry, I can't believe that Resident Evil Village came out and FIFA 22, and there was a lot of pushback in the cloud community that said, so, and I remember thinking to myself, Resident Evil, if that game never came to Stadia, we'll be fighting for it. FIFA 22 and 21, we will be fighting for these games to come to the platform, and now they're here. We should actually respect these, and then speak by saying to like Capcom, we support you. Can you please bring Resident Evil 2, 3, and next year's 4 remasters over, and we'll appreciate that. And I think that's how we should start working. Going back 10, 15 years for me is a bit too far.
Yeah.
I think we should focus on the remasters or what they've actually got in circulation.
Well, you know the thing is, I think Tommy Pickles' thing is because he's a console guy, so he could get he's gonna get every game he wants on a console. So for him, he's like, oh, imagine if they had these older games from back in the day. So our mindset is we're in cloud gaming where we don't get every game. So we want the new game that everybody else is getting. We like, listen, if we got a shot in the dark to guarantee a game, I'm not wasting my shot in the dark on an older game. I think
as a console game, like I'm talking about Uncharted 4, I'm talking about like last gen, I don't mind when it's a free upgrade and I pay £5, $10, for example. But I would not be playing on my next gen console games that is outdated, that's not got a patch or some kind of frame boost or graphic increase. So no way in hell I'll be playing on my PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 3 title or early PlayStation 4 titles. So it's got to be remastered, and that's where the nostalgia plus a new feel comes in.
Yeah, I agree. Now let's, if we got an answer for this, Jamie asked a while ago, what's the game you played in your life that helped you through a tough or through a bad time? I gotta think about that, man. Oh, my wife said Destiny. Okay, there you go, Destiny. Yeah, I didn't even know she was listening. But yeah, so I'm gonna yeah, I guess Destiny, man. Destiny, man, I played Destiny for 5.5 years straight, and good or bad, ups and down. I played that game almost every day. So it definitely it probably got me in some bad times. It probably put me in some bad times with my relationship.
That's what I say, Cowboy. I've had such much pleasure over the years of my gaming life that's brought me happiness that I've never actually went to gaming because I've been upset with my life. But there's a game that actually nearly destroyed my life, which I was too invested in. That was World of Warcraft. Yeah. That game took me in and nearly destroyed my life. So I can laugh about it now and think, oof, it picked me up, but it also dragged me down.
What about you, Spectre?
Well, for me, it's not really a game specifically. It's more of a game series, which it has to be the Assassin's Creed series, because literally that game has been with me for all stages of my life, from high school all the way to adulthood. So that's unknown part of my family, I guess you could say, the game.
Nice. What about you, Tommy?
I'm gonna say Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, man.
Ooh.
And Suave, you still there?
I'm always here, bro. I was just eating some food. That's all.
Fair enough. What is there a game? What Jamie said, the game that you played in your life that got you through a bad time?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta say, Resident Evil games, man. Resident Evil games, man. And my popular 4, 5, 6 Operation Raccoon City. So even if y'all don't think those, which 4 was more popular than all the Resident Evil games that ever
Yeah,
came
4 was
out. Can you agree with me, Jimmy?
Tommy.
I'm sorry.
What is it?
Resident Evil 4 was like the best, like got the best hype and
No,
best,
more popular. Say more
popular. Yeah, more popular.
I never played Resident Evil 3 or 4, being honest with you, but I played the rest. I never played them too.
Okay.
Wow.
Like I was saying, if they had just at least I don't care if they did the remaster, I would be one of the people that would not play that because I like co-op games, and when Resident Evil introduced co-op, I thought it was just amazing. So
co-op wasn't in 4.
Yes, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah. But 4 introduced the whole melee
so let me say
thing
this,
with
though,
zombies.
You know what my gripe with Resident Evil 4? For me, Resident Evil 4 ruined the franchise. It turned it from a horror game to so exactly what you were about to say, the melee. Like, come on, bro, you spin kicking. Like, now it was no longer a horror game. It was an action adventure game. And I still love the series. I still played them all. But a piece of me just was like, man, Resident Evil. And it was popular. Like you said, you are 100% correct. Man, people who wasn't fans of Resident Evil was now playing Resident Evil 4 because it was like an action adventure game. And that bothered me. But I would definitely know it was that popular. But to me, a little piece of me died when they introduced that game because they never went back. Now, the only time they reset the clock was when they introduced Resident Evil 7, but then it was first-person shooter, and I was like, oh man, this don't even feel like,
I know. So I couldn't do that one either. Just FYI, I have the video set to start at 4:30.
Do you know what, guys?
I
just want to quickly say this. I reflected back on the question, thinking, where's my go-to in gaming? And mine, what I said this before, was Final Fantasy. I remember listening to Final Fantasy 7, Aerith's song, Aerith's theme, or Final Fantasy 8, Eyes on Me, or Final Fantasy 9, Melodies of Light, or Final Fantasy 10, Tuzanakan, or Final Fantasy 10, Part 2, Windcrest. And I remember these songs just mean so much nostalgia that if I feel sad or upset, I go to these games and it just uplifts me. Not like I should be happy, but it makes me that I look back and reflect. And I think that has helped me over the last 20 years. These great musical pieces of a franchise that I really love and I can relate to. Not really to personally, but I'm saying I can relate to of the emotional spectrum. So I changed my question.
Okay, well, let me go to the chat, man. They got some fire stuff in here. Mr. Urban say easy. Jet Set Radio, Future on the original Xbox, amazing game and soundtrack. Windstar say World of Warcraft / Final Fantasy series for helping through times. Jack said my answer to the question would be Final Fantasy 7 remake for the platform and Lego Harry Potter series and other series. Okay. And he said he couldn't hop on right now. And then Gondar said League of Legends nearly wrecked my life, but Stadia got me off that addiction. That's what's up. And then Windstar said Resident Evil 4, they had mercenaries mode. That is true. And let me see. And then Jamie said his was Chrono Trigger. Oh, wow. He said when my grandfather passed away. Okay. And let me see. Plus, I'm 41, and I do go a little bit back furthermore games. All right.
But here's one for you guys. I was actually listening to some music before for like the new year. An actual song came on called like Self Control by Laura Branigan. And I remember thinking about, wow, this is GTA Vice City. And I was like, do. And my twin went, wow, you're singing GTA. I was like, yeah, what a great soundtrack. I know like GTA is not something that we should be proud of playing, but I remember thinking myself, it was a great soundtrack that I can nostalgically remember.
Let me say this because Suave is going to kill me. So he set the time for his his show, which is Suave, in what, 3 minutes, right? You said 5:30 my time.
Yes.
All right. So let's wrap this up before Suave strangle me. Because he's the master of punctuality. Guys, thanks for coming on. Guys, this has been 2021. Tomorrow is gonna be a new dawn, a new day. You're gonna have a video with me going to the gym, working out again, because I was doing it last
Oh, stop it. You're going to drink pop.
Shut up, boy. So
I'm tuning in for that gym session. Come on, you better start actually telling me to pick up some, bicep curls.
listen, we're gonna be accountable to each other, man. Let's start a thing, with that said, guys, just give me everybody, let's go around a little bit. I don't even know what to say, but what is your final thoughts for at least on my stream? I know other people are going to do streams. I'm going to be on Suave's, but for my stream hosts, what's your final your final thoughts for 2021?
Do you know what? I didn't go into much of 2021, but when I look back, it was actually an epic time to be a cloud gamer, especially on the Stadia front. I look back and it got all the titles that I needed, and yeah, I'm all in a positive frame of mind. And I just want to say that also the Stadia community, it doesn't matter if the Stadia Bash community or people that are outside it but still love Stadia, you've all been positive and great in 2021. That puts a smile on my face reading your comments and games.
Awesome. What about you, Spectre?
Well, it's been a wild ride, up and down for me, but it's been just it's a long journey. I appreciate all the new friends I made, like Holtz, like Suave here as well. Really, really appreciate everybody sticking with us for a while now. And all I'm gonna say is I'm excited for 2022 because personally for me, there's just so many big changes that I'm working on that I just started in my whole life. So, and the channel as well. So, yeah, it's all big projects for me. So if I'm extra busy next year, and I'm not here most of the time, that's why.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy Pickles.
I just want to wish you guys, hope you guys' channel keeps blowing up like it is. I want to thank you guys for letting me come on. I don't know. I just wish you guys to keep growing. It's a big channel. We're a big family. I know I get on here and clown about head jokes all the time and stuff, but that's me. They'll keep coming too, by the way. But I just want you guys to keep growing. That's all. I'm a big fan of you guys. I watch all you guys. I support all you guys. I come in when I can, and I just hope y'all for the best.
Well, thank you, man. And you do have a Twitter channel as well. I'll be linking it so people could go to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Suave.
Hey Tommy, do you have a YouTube channel? Because I don't have Twitter, but I do
I do have a YouTube channel, and I can
Okay.
send it to you if you message me or something.
I support all the little guys. So you know what I'm saying? Send it to me, bro. I got you. I promise you. I got you.
Thank you.
You
I think I follow you already though on YouTube. One of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
You did. Yeah, you did. You went to his channel that one time. His
Okay.
thing isn't Tommy Pickles. Usually it's Goon Squad, just so you guys know. That's Goon Squad. But he's trying to be funny because Tommy Pickles got a big head on the Rugrats. He's trying to say, I have a big head. I was trying to let you slide.
no, I don't.
He jumped in and then jumped out to change his name to Tommy Pickles.
Because I
Anyway,
got to.
all right. So Goon Suave, tell us your last we're about to be on your channel anyway, but
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least for my stream. This is gonna be my last stream for 2021. So
Okay. So I think that man, I'm just so blessed to be around so many good people, man. And even when some darkness tried to come in, it just I didn't let it, I just because I'm so full with all this energy. That's good. So I'm so happy to end it with meeting new people, being a part of this new community of gamers and streamers, period. And shoot, got the new house getting built, so that's a great thing. It's been a good ride. It's been a good ride, man, for me.
awesome. Well, guys, let me close this thing out. I just want to say, Holtz, personally, on live camera, you've been really cool, man. You just been in so many streams of mine just to chat when I wanted to kind of take my stuff a little bit off of gaming and just make it more chat where people could jump in. You've been jumping in, and people, I think a lot of people seen you like, oh, Hoax is on there. Let me just jump in. So I want to thank you for that.
I'm one of those people.
It's been a pleasure, guys. It's been a pleasure, and I, you know, we all should be taking this approach where we sort of relate to the community, and we can all talk about our passions and hobbies, and it, you know, it just expands. So, looking forward to 2022 with all you guys.
Thank you. And then Spectre, you know, man, I call you boss. Everybody look at me and talk about the SBC, but I always say, listen, this guy came to me. I didn't wake up one day with this ideal or this vision. It was his ideal and his vision, and collectively we put our brains together and we did this. I know you had a lot of hard times sometimes through this year with your family and stuff, and when you went away, I was still here. But again, you know, you're back. You working on a great new show, the clickbait show. You actually got my daughter as a co-host, and it means a lot to me just to see you grow, because a lot of people give me, you know, credit for what we built together, but that's because I run my mouth and I got a cowboy hat on, and I'm always open, and you're more calm and collected, but I love seeing where you're going, and I know you're going to have more great things. So I want to thank you for coming to me. You came to me first, and we built this thing together. So that also gave me more of a presence on YouTube. So I appreciate that. Tommy Pickles, aka Goon Squad, aka Ray Stone, man. You and I have been cool for a very long time, from you watching a video I made of the Galaxy Fold Part 1. And you made a comment, and we just been cool. And then once I was streaming on Twitter, when I came to YouTube, you was like, oh, I watch your Fold videos. And we just been cool. And you've been to almost every live show. You come to every Sandy Anthony show. And I just want to thank you for your support, man. I just want to say that.
I just show you love, man. I got love. I show all y'all love.
And then there's Suave, the newest friend in my life. I call you friend because we literally talk on the phone. We got each other's cell phone, and we laugh and joke. You always make me apologize when I'm wrong. And so I just want to say, Suave, I know you and I, we got a bright future ahead of us in 2022. I know we're going to do a lot together. At some point, I'm going to come to Texas and choke you out, as I promised, and we're going to hug and get a burger together at Whataburger in Texas, because we don't have one here in New Jersey. So I just want to say, man, you have been I never met somebody that I didn't really know, and then we just glued together that fast. It's been really strange. I'm like, dude, I met Suave like yesterday, and now he's talking to me on my phone, and you know, blah blah blah. So just want to say it's awesome having you a part of it. But now,
still in his future, bro.
With the mushy stuff out of the way, let me just say this to everybody listening. Mother effers, the cowboy will be back in effect in 2022. There's going to be a lot of crybabies upset with me.
Oh, God.
I'm still going to do my thing. I'm still going to bring you out great content. I'm going to entertain. I'm going to do it only like I can do it. And that's just what I got to say. So if you hated me in 2021, 2022, your mom's gonna be sorry for you. That's all I gotta say. But guys,
dang, that's a lot of anger.
Hey, listen, man. I love everybody who's been a part of this channel. I just hit 400,000 views, and you guys are the reason I do this, because I love it. But I do this because you guys show me that you also enjoy my content. But please hear me out. This is my final message. I make this channel so I could make it for myself and others. You can inbox me and say, bro, I want you to make a video on this. I'm going to tell you guys something. Yesterday, I was reading a comment on the video, and this guy said, hey, I know you review controllers for your phone. Could you review this controller? And I said, I never heard of it. I Googled it, went to Amazon. They didn't have it. I found the website. It cost $80. I said, you know what? It looks cool. I bought it. Right there and then, I wrote him back and said, bro, I'm going to put your name in the video. I spent $80 of my money so I can make this video because I might like it, but you told me about it. Guys, hear me out. I will make whatever content you want. Suave told me to go to, where, Suave?
Yeah, bro.
He told me to go to Chipotle, and I went to Chipotle and bought a thing and made a video. I'm serious, guys. I want this channel to not just be my channel. I want it to be our channel. So if you got an ideal, let me know. I'm going to make it, because I'm doing everything. So with that said, I'm out of here. This has been 2021. I love it. I love you guys. And Bruce, do me the damn favor, Bruce. Unleash the baby god dragon.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon! I love you all. See you in 2022. And now your mama knows.